Establishing culture through values. This is part of our eBit series. Our eBit series are tidbits of e-learning information designed to give you brief knowledge that helps you make your decisions on moving forward. You can also look for our e-webinars, which are 60 to 90 minutes, and our e-workshops, which are 1 day to multiple days of training. Let's move forward. Let's start by giving some definitions, which provides the foundation on what we're speaking about: culture and values. Definition of culture. A positive workplace culture improves teamwork, raises the morale, increases productivity and efficiency, and enhances retention of the workforce. Job satisfaction, collaboration, and work performance are all enhanced. Your workplace values are the guiding principles that are the most important to you about the way you work. You use these deeply held principles to choose between right and wrong ways of working, and they help you make important decisions and career choices. This defines that the culture that your workplace sets forward are built upon the values that they demonstrate. Now, values are what you live by, but principles are what you stand on, which means that for a value to become a principle, it must be something that's automatic and instilled. You may say that you have a value of integrity, but when the opportunity arises, if it's not automatic, it's not a principle. Why is this important? Well, the importance is that culture is everything. You can have bad culture in an organization and it destroys it. It can build your organization or destroy it, as we just mentioned. It can allow you to work through difficult situations as they do occur, or allow you to collapse. Strong culture can build long-term, sustainable success. Values are the very core foundation of everything that is built upon. The values, well, they should guide every decision, initiative, employee, and hiring and firing. They are the vein of what you live by daily. And that's from the book Shortcuts Get You Lost, a leadership fable on the dangers of the blind leading the blind. In fact, to enhance the importance, we show this picture here because what it is at top rolls downhill. It is very important that the culture and the values of the organization are driven from the top down. Now, as they permeate throughout the organization, employees become protective of the culture and the values that are driven. So we say that it's driven from the top down, but then as it gets throughout the organization, it's from the bottom up as well. It really goes in a great cycle. Embrace values. There is nothing more important. From a leader standpoint, he wants to embrace values that they're instilled through everybody else. The top leader instills the values throughout the whole organization or corporate. They lead by example. It's not do as I say, not as I do, but they core values come from them demonstrating them each day. And in fact, they instill the corporate values, but if they have some personal values as well, they display those as well, not only in their action, but in the book Shortcuts Get You Lost, the leader of the organization displayed them on his wall so everyone could see. And he did that because he wanted to be held accountable and set an example. The top leader lives them daily, the principles, and they then create accountability. But when they're driven from the top down, they build peer-to-peer accountability throughout the organization. As mentioned in the book Shortcuts Get You Lost, they unabashedly not only show the corporate values, but their personal values too as well. And then from the top leader, and encouraged other leaders to do the same. They would point to them, they would remind people, they would coach to them, and they would tell stories of success around them. They demonstrated that they were genuine and authentic as leaders, and the employees embraced everything about that. The story of Mr. Scott. Well, the story of Mr. Scott is from the book Shortcuts Get You Lost, a leadership fable on the dangers of the blind leading the blind. And the book describes how he built a culture from the top down, but it became so infectious that it was built from the top down and the bottom up because others started following his lead. He would showcase not only the corporate values and use them in contests and would speak to them daily or speak to how someone demonstrated a value with the company, but then he would list his personal values on his wall and even sometimes make games or tell stories about it. But he would do that because he would lead by example, and then his other leaders would then pick it up and do the same. And by showing their personal values as well, they were defining how they were genuine and authentic as leaders. It's important that leaders mentor. The best leaders mentor and coach with a purpose. They teach others to showcase their values. They coach accordingly. They demonstrate it openly. The energy makes an impact, and others want in and they desire it. In fact, when leaders mentor, people are lining up to be mentored. They want part of that leader's energy. Others want in and desire it, as we said. And it not only affects everybody, but it infects. It becomes contagious. And then we always say continue the process. Because once you're being mentored, find someone else that you can mentor and help coach them as well. Remember, you don't have to be in management to be a leader. That's the winning formula. Great leaders create a winning environment, and they allow the process to flourish. It adds to the momentum, and they protect the process. It creates peer-to-peer accountability because no one wants it to be destroyed. Everyone wants in, everyone learns, and everyone wins. I hope that this has helped you, but please look for our workshops, whether they're e-learning or whether they're live. But here's a great quote. Corporate culture is the only sustainable competitive advantage that is completely within the control of the entrepreneur. Develop a strong corporate culture first and foremost. And that's from David Cummings, co-founder of Pardot. We want to thank you for attending. If you'd like to email, our email is mark@markvillarreal.com. If you have questions about additional courses, you can send that to contact@markvillarreal.com. My website is markvillarreal.com. My phone number is listed there. And please subscribe to our YouTube, which this will be posted. But as we create new tidbits or other e-learnings or educational videos, you will be notified as well. So please, thank you very much and have a good day.